Hello, welcome. This is blockchainbloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Attila Pinkin, and today's video I'm going to talk about that actually more and more companies are interested in investing into crypto. They building crypto treasury, and let's bring you a couple of examples because this area is definitely growing. Then let's talk about stable coins, because stable coins are changing also a little bit. The second generation of stable coins are appearing, and also, we can see that the market cap of stablecoins is continuously also increasing. Let's talk about the fact that the Ethereum exit validator queue went up like crazy now, and what's happening there and why this could be actually possible. Also, let's talk about altcoin season a little bit. And of course, tomorrow we have the FOMC meeting, so how the whole situation looks like one day before it. So guys, all this in today's video, and don't forget, every single day I'm bringing you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news here on Blockchain Bloom to keep you up to date. So if that's important, simply subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit the like button if you like this kind of content, and now let's do it. All right, so when we're looking at the price of Bitcoin, we can see it is at 115,536 US dollar, which is 0.5% up in the last 24 hours. Ethereum, 4,514 US dollar, a tiny little bit down, 0.2%, almost nothing. AVAX is the one which is going up 16% in the last 24 hours. Avalanche, 7%, and Arbitrum is up 6%. Among the losers, WorldCoin down 6%, Story 4%, ENA 4%. So we can see that not too much is happening, even to the upside, to the downside. When we're looking at the Bitcoin candlestick chart, we can see here on the weekly that the Bitcoin is still holding itself pretty well. It started to come back from the beginning of September, towards here, mid-August, end of August, it was down, and now it started to come up a little bit, and actually everything else is holding itself pretty well. Bitcoin dominance is also continuously going down, which could be definitely good for the altcoins. And the first topic I would like to talk about is definitely, crypto treasuries for companies, because this is something new which is now happening, and it's not just all about Bitcoin, it's many other cryptocurrencies, so it's worth to talk about. So actually the fact is that this is another opportunity to boost the crypto prices, because if the big guys, company with company money, start to buying crypto, that can push up the prices as well. Okay, one part they're doing it OTC, but sooner or later OTC is going to dry out, and then they have to buy through exchanges as well. And let's look at a couple of examples. So we have here Next Technology Holdings, China's largest Bitcoin sorry, losing voice. Largest Bitcoin treasury firm said it may buy more Bitcoin after failing to sell up to 500 million worth of common stock to fund additional purchases. And when we're looking at here, Bitcoin treasury companies, obviously number one is Strategy, no question of that. Look at this number. I have to zoom in, I guess, so you can see it. So 638,985 Bitcoin goes to them. And then on the second place, we have Mara Holdings. By the way, the Chinese company I just mentioned to you, it's Next Technology. It's here on the 15th place overall. But as you can see, they're accumulating more Bitcoin. So here you can see crazy amount of Bitcoin. More than 1 million Bitcoin is held by all these public companies. Then when we continue, there is not just Bitcoin, there is Ethereum, and some people are saying that Ethereum treasury firms are poised to outperform Bitcoin rivals as staking yield boosts sustainability. And when we're looking at that list, we can see that this list is also just keep growing basically. And the leader here is Bitmine, led by Tom Lee. And, they have more than 2 million Bitcoin. Their goal is 5%, Ethereum, more than 2 million Ethereum. And their goal is to get 5% of Ethereum circulating supply, which will be around 6 million. And they accumulated this amount in about 2 months, kind of like this. Then we have now Helios Medical Technologies. They have announced that it has raised more than 500 million in private investment in public equity offering led by Pantera Capital and Summer Capital to launch a Solana-focused treasury company. So not just Bitcoin, not just Ethereum. Here we go. We have now Solana. And when we're looking at Solana Treasuries, DeFi Development Corporation is the one. Actually, they added more than 603,000 Solana to their balance sheet in the last 30 days. And we have, another kind of hype that crypto companies actually getting into Nasdaq. Now we have more and more. The recent one was last week, Gemini, which belongs to the Winklevoss twins. It's a crypto exchange. And now they on Nasdaq. And so we can see that companies investing in crypto, crypto companies getting on, big stock exchanges. And we can feel that how institutional, participants, getting more and more into crypto. I hope you got what I wanted to say, because if this direction we just continue, that definitely there will be players with much bigger wallets. I mean, with budget. They can invest in crypto, and in long-term perspective, when we're looking at the long-term perspective, this can definitely push up, crypto prices, and not just Bitcoin as we can see it. Right. Okay. Second thing I would like to talk about is all about the stable coins, because the use of stable coins is also getting more and more popular. A lot of, others bringing out stable coins than before, and we have a second generation of stable coins now coming up. So first of all, we had in the summer, as you remember, the Genius Act signed by Donald Trump that definitely gave stablecoins a push. Then we have now the next generation stablecoins creating new utility, what the industry needs. So the first generation, USDT, USDC, that you have liquidity, definitely. The second generation, bringing more utility, yield, and so on and so forth. So that's, I think, a very interesting way this area can develop. We can see that the global, stablecoin supply, it's at all-time high. Look at this increase. So recently, it's going up like crazy. We can actually talk about a much the bigger number is 286 billion US dollar already. And as you looking at this, you can see how fast it went up. It really started in 2020. And around the summer, DeFi summer, it started to go higher and higher. And since that, of course, in the bear market, it went down a little bit. But then, it's still coming back. And this is an area which probably going to grow. And yeah, here we have another stablecoin, by the way. We have here MetaMask, USD is now live. So a lot of other stable coins coming out. When you're looking at it, it just, came out now. And it's a very small one, a tiny one right now. It's actually, when you're looking at the market cap, among all cryptocurrencies, is at the place at 1,238. So basically, if you're looking at on this list, it's way down somewhere here. But bottom line is that, even MetaMask and some others bringing out the stable coins, and this is definitely some new thing is happening, because in the past we just had, several. Now we have multiple. Right. Okay. And the next topic I would like to talk about is that we can see Ethereum validator queue, the exiting queue, is growing significantly now in September. So the validators, you have the entry queue and you have the exit queue for Ethereum. And recently, look at this one, this spike here for the exit queue. And if you go to the last 90 days, it shows clearly that it started to go up like crazy at the 9th of September, as you can see. And this doesn't mean that it's right now happening, that they selling all the Ethereum and then they dumping the market. No, this is, I believe, rather a preparation for multiple things. First thing is that when you join the queue, so you would like to exit, now you have to wait 44 days. So 1.5 months just for waiting. So it's going to happen. So you can do anything with Ethereum, which would like to enter. Then it went down to 9 days. This is keep changing. So this is one thing. The second thing is that maybe, as the altcoin season builds up, money goes from Bitcoin to Ethereum and from Ethereum to other altcoins. And, why they staked their Ethereum, it was great because they brought some yield in not that great times, but that a real altcoin season could happen maybe in Q4. It can also mean that they maybe would like to join Solana and some others. So this could be, and of course, some part maybe not want to just reuse it and invest it in something else, would like to realize some profit. It also can happen, but it's not happening right now. They join the queue and it takes a lot of time, 1.5 months about, to get out their Ethereum. And by the way, when we're looking at percentage, about the 30%, a bit less than 30% of ETH are staked out of the full circulating supply. All right, and finally, now let's talk about tomorrow, which is definitely an important day, as we're going to have the next FOMC meeting and probably a rate cut. I put it here at the end because I have talked about it so many times recently. But the bottom line is just to have a last look before tomorrow's FOMC meeting, that 96% it goes for a rate cut, a 25 basis point rate cut. And we still have about 4%, which goes for a 50 basis point rate cut. However, when we're looking at October, December, another 25 basis point rate cuts are there as a possibility. So now probably this is what the market is now pricing in. When we're looking at actually Nasdaq, S&P 500, it all record highs. It's very, very important. And crypto, I think, exchange is playing the liquidity game. So, but sooner or later, that can actually also go higher if we continue in this direction. And altcoin season, according to the altcoin season index, we are in it. But of course, as I talked about it yesterday, we don't feel it that much because it's based on the last 90 days when Bitcoin was rather sideways. And because of this, some altcoins could catch up. But the real altcoin season is when Bitcoin going up and altcoin going even in the faster speed. So guys, that's it for today. Don't forget, every single day I'm bringing you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news here on Blockchain to keep you up to date. So if that's important, simply subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit the like button if you like this kind of content, and see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.